A chemical leak prompting protesters to ask for a delay in pipeline construction. The request comes at a time when Rising Tide Vermont is stepping up its efforts to end gas distribution in Vermont. At a May 27th protest, a Vermont Gas Systems employee was allegedly assaulted. WPTZ's Ashley Allen was in Montpelier today and joins us live with this update. Ashley.
Hi, George. Well, protesters were back in Montpelier today with concerns over groundwater contamination. A preservative used on the base of old telephone poles has been leaking into surrounding soil, and people who live along the proposed pipeline are calling for further testing before construction begins.
Stop that pipeline! Stop that pipeline!
Putting a stop to pipeline plans might be the goal for some Vermont activists, but suspending construction is the first step.
Yeah, so we are here today to demand that the Department of Public Service and the Public Service Board suspend construction on the fracked gas pipeline. Along the proposed route for the fracked gas pipeline, there is a 21-mile stretch that will be built next to telephone poles. These poles are contaminated with heavy chemicals, and there is great concern that during the pipeline construction process, these chemicals are going to leach out into groundwater.
And the group claims there's evidence that PCP, the chemical used to preserve the old wood telephone poles, already has. Last month, a resident in Moncton, a town along the proposed route, said they found dangerous levels of the contaminant in their drinking water.
So we want them to address the issue with adequate testing and then give us an action plan for resolution.
Marin Vasaka of Moncton says those who live along the pipeline need to be protected and are calling for more testing.
ANR has only, and the state has only tested right around this one pole that contaminated this one well. But there's over 20 miles of the pipeline that would go into the corridor.
And I feel we are entitled to some concern, to some empathy.
Selena Pazer also lives in Moncton. She says she wrote a letter to the Public Service Board over a month ago, but hasn't heard back. She was among the 24 or so people who took their concerns to the board's front door.
And I need, as a grandmother, not to have fear when I let them go outdoors. And I think so it's a legitimate request.
Now, after today's protest, members of the Public Service Board said they're taking the issue under advisement, but haven't said if the delay will be approved. In the newsroom, Ashley Allen, WPTZ News Channel 5.